The Advanced Water Heating Initiative is a national effort to transform the water heating market from gas and electric resistance to heat pump water heaters. Ecotope has been providing leadership to the commercial systems portion of that work, working to develop the products, the guidelines, tools, specifications, and training materials needed to support this transition in the commercial and multifamily sector. The commercial multifamily heat pump water heater market has been developing rapidly with a new class of products emerging. Historically, manufacturers have sold their commercial heat pumps as part of custom engineered solutions, with designers specifying all the parts and pieces from different manufacturers to be assembled on site. We have been moving the manufacturers and distributors away from this approach to a system where they're selling heat pump water heating systems, including the heat pump, the thermal storage, the temperature maintenance system, and the controls package, along with the schematics, the training and support needed for a fully functional water heating system. And we're beginning to see an emerging line of products that are fully packaged in the factory ahead of time and delivered to the site on a skid, ready to be hooked up into the system. The market's been slow to adopt commercial heat pump water heater systems because of a lack of experience and the risk associated with doing something completely out of the norm. Experience in the industry is based around boilers, and heat pump water heater systems must be sized and designed completely differently. The two photos here that you see are for systems treating each one is treating about a 60-unit multifamily building. The system on the left was essentially designed as a boiler would have been designed with a heat pump instead. It's oversized by about a factor of 8 to 10 and has been operating on a propane boiler while being redesigned and replaced. The system on the right, which we designed for a senior housing building in Seattle, has been operating for about 2 years and is delivering a system COP of about 3. Ecotope developed the EcoSizer tool last year with support from Southern Cal Edison and SMUD to shift designers to right-size heat pump water heater system capacity and storage volume for multifamily buildings, and to provide design guidance to standardize piping configurations for those systems. This was a critical first step to shift designers' thinking around sizing, and many of the manufacturers have adopted it as their standard way to size systems. We're hoping to get funding to expand this tool to include other types of heat pump water heating system designs and other commercial load shapes for other types of commercial buildings, improve the thermal storage efficiency calculations, and to provide more detailed prediction of load shift capabilities. The next critical tool to help move the market is the EcoSim. Where the EcoSizer provides sizing and design guidance, the EcoSim is a modeling tool for annual energy use, savings, and time of use predictions. This will support designers, planners, code developers, and utilities building incentive programs around the technology. This year, the Bonneville Power Administration supported development of a research version of this tool, and we hope to expand this into a free web-based tool like the EcoSizer in 2022. The EcoSim will be used to predict performance of different heat pumps in different configurations in different climate zones for a new commercial section of NEA's Advanced Water Heating Specification. Manufacturers will submit their product performance maps along with detailed schematics and specifications for all parts of a water heating system to form a qualified products list. This requires that the manufacturers sufficiently define all the components of their system so that they can be sized and simulated. Then over the next few years, we're asking for demonstration projects across the country to collect the data adequate for calculating system COP. This will be used to validate the EcoSim and the Advanced Water Heating Specification. If we're not getting the performance predicted by the tools in the field, then we'll provide the feedback to improve the predictive tools or to provide feedback to the manufacturers and the supply chain for product improvements. This feedback from real-world installations will be used to improve the products, the tools and the guidelines we're building to support widespread market transformation.